that they never could.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Marvel Avengers Infinity War. So there's so much news and stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks and months up to April the 27th when the movie is now coming out. So the Hulk is going to play a massive part in this movie just like he did in Thor 3. So it is a toy release. I mean, you could say leaked, but it's out in the public. It's called Hulk Out HulkBuster. So essentially the Hulk is going to be hulking out of the HulkBuster. So there was a theory going around that the HulkBuster was going to control itself, but if the Hulk is going to bust out of it, then realistically Bruce Banner's going to have to get in it at some point, or the Hulk's going to have to get in it, and this tells us that the Hulk is stronger than the HulkBuster. So in the trailer we do see the HulkBuster in Wakanda, we do see Bruce Banner in Wakanda, and we see the Hulk right at the end of the trailer with the other Avengers in the trailer. So it would be pretty badass if the first time we see the Hulk, well, the Hulk, not Bruce Banner, is when he's busting out of the HulkBuster. So the toy is called Hulk Out HulkBuster. The toy comes with both the Hulk and the HulkBuster figure, but they're not intended to fight one another as you may expect. And as happened in the Age of Ultron, instead the toy allows the HulkBuster to bust out within the HulkBuster armor. So this literally tells you that the Hulk's going to be busting out of it, or this toy company has randomly made a toy. So it seems most likely that Bruce Banner is actually going to be the one inside the HulkBuster armor, but whether Bruce Banner becomes angry whilst he's inside it and then he hulks out, and that's maybe how the Hulk breaks it, by Bruce Banner getting angry, becoming the Hulk, and then it smashes it, which would be pretty cool. Now, toys aren't a perfect act. They're not perfect. I mean, just because this is a toy doesn't mean it's actually going to happen. It would be pretty cool. So people have been speculating about this for months. Now, Tony Stark is busy being the subject of an entire different toy set. So about the Infinity Stone, Tony Stark is supposed to be the Soul Stone, or he was made by the Soul Stone from Howard. I'm not quite sure how that one happens. But it would be quite interesting if this actually is going to be the thing that happens. So the next thing I want to talk about is fakeness. What do I mean by fakeness? So it's famous that Marvel leak their own stuff. Just like the Justice League, when people came out of the movie watching it, the critics, they were like, you haven't seen anything, because all the footage that was used in the trailers wasn't actually used in the movie. So in the latest issue of Total Film, the actor that plays Vision said some interesting things. So Screen Geek has spotted lots of information. So the directors of this movie, Joe and Anthony Russo, actually produced fake scripts in order to prevent leaks. As explained, I got the directors on the phone and they walked me through what is fake and what isn't fake. They had 3 leaks already, so they wrote a script with lots of fake scenes. Now this is kind of obvious because obviously they have pushed the movie a week forward in other countries. This is to stop people getting ruined, and obviously Tom Holland is very loose-lipped in what he's allowed to read in his script. They don't let me read anything, is what he said, because I'm so bad at keeping secrets. In fact, he's actually filmed action scenes for Infinity War with absolutely no meaning. Other actors also have really tight restrictions in their own contracts. Dave Bautista has refused to read all the script. I mean, realistically, the actors don't have to read more than what they actually say. But for this movie, it's kind of changed. So the Russo brothers have teased the Avengers 4, and this is what they actually did say. They basically said, we are too tired to shoot anything that's not going to be in a movie, but of course it doesn't mean it won't make the Blu-ray release, or it doesn't mean it won't be taken out in editing scene. Now the reason I'm bringing this up, because if you remember, I think a month ago, there were the Captain America, we had Tony Stark in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. outfit, and they seem to be spending a lot of time on these scenes. I mean, you're going to tell me that the time travel scenes is going to have to do with a bath technology, which Tony Stark developed to get over the trauma of losing his parents. You're going to tell me that I mean, to me, that screams fakeness. If they're going back in time, why not use a time stone? Why use a bath technology? Because they're not really going back in time with that. So what I'm trying to say is, don't be surprised if they have filmed some fake scenes, just like the Justice League did, But for the Justice League, they weren't fake scenes. Basically, Zack Snyder wanted to bring a good movie out, and they just cut a lot of this stuff out. So it's not the same scenario, but it is kind of similar. So let me know, guys, do you think this whole kind of Captain America, Tony Stark scene is fake? Because they spent a long time on it, so I'm calling them out for being fake. This is clearly a fake scene. They've shot a lot of fake scenes, but I can understand why. This is a 10-year in the making movie, Avengers 3 and 4, so they don't want stuff to get out. I mean, the toy sets are good for the fans to find out, but if you don't want to know, the bad. So let me know, guys, do you think the Hulk will be busting out of the HulkBuster? And also, Bruce Banner has a very interesting image that was also shot in the same kind of scenes. So we see Bruce Banner with the motion capture on, which means this is a Hulk scene, carrying something over his shoulder, which looks like the Hulk could be leaving once again. If you remember in Avengers 2, which is Age of Ultron, he left and then he reappeared back in in Thor 3, if I'm correct. Yes, I am correct. That's what happened. So I think Hulk's going to have to disappear for a while because the contract is pretty, like, they need permission to use him because obviously Marvel don't own the character in terms of movies. So let me know, guys, do you think Hulk busting out of the HulkBuster would be sick? I think it would be pretty awesome, and it does confirm and crush the theory that the HulkBuster controls itself. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and